Have you looked at social media today? Of course you have. And what's the common theme? It's absolutely terrible. Grade F experience. The only reason probably 99% of people are on social media is because their dopamine receptors are so addicted to the feeling of looking at it that they habitually open the app every day. Probably deep in the recesses of their souls, they want it to go away so bad. They just want to delete and never look at it again and actually live their lives. But the reward mechanisms of their mind are just so hooked in that it's almost like they have to have it. And the other 1% are milking money off of being on the platforms. That's essentially what sums up what social media is today. And social media just sucks. It shouldn't suck. It could not suck, but it does suck. Now, if the camera's shaking a little bit, do what I can. We're in a car. So be it. But these platforms are, and I mean, you pick them. Now, I want to say a little bit older, but I think there's older people on it anyway. You know, eventually TikTok became a must-have, but I've never done TikTok. I felt I was a little too old for that when it started getting real popular about 5 years ago or something. And then, I was like, oh, there's teenagers dancing on TikTok. That's weird. I'm not going to download it. But I guess now it's a huge, huge app. Maybe even the biggest social media platform out there. But I did download it a couple months ago, and it just felt like my brain was melting. I was like, oh, I'm never going to look at this. But Facebook, always been lame and gay. Never used Facebook. But I will open up a couple platforms that I have given an opportunity to more recently, which would be the app formerly known as Twitter, now branded as X by your tech lord, that dork with the electric car company, and Instagram, but so here's the perspective, right? Do you remember when Instagram was cool? Because I do. When it was, the icon was that Polaroid camera, and it just would be random photos, or, the nuance and the idea that was early Instagram posts is almost even hard to capture, because it wasn't like people were going for something. It is what it is, And my favorite part of the original app, the way the creators made it, was that everything was in chronological order. Everything you saw was that people and accounts you followed from the most recent posts down. And at some point you would run into the stuff you'd already seen. It's like, okay, this is done for. You don't need to look at this anymore. And that was like stage one Instagram. And timeline age myself is, I first downloaded Instagram at 17 when I was a senior in high school. And that's the way it was. It was just like, classmates, friends, people not everybody was on Instagram, but some people had it, and it wasn't, sure as hell wasn't what it is now. But then obviously just over a couple years it changed, right? Then things kind of became curated. It was Instagram photos, right? Then people started taking pictures for this platform. And then the rise of Instagram fitness, right? Fitness got really huge through this media sector, and then also the Instagram fit chick became supreme. Funny stuff, really. But we lived in this space for a while, and I had it for a couple years. Then I deleted it in like 2016. It's like, it's of no use to me anymore. Pretty pointless. And then somewhere along those lines, another tech lord Facebook, I think they rebranded to Meta, they purchased it, and wow, they have really turned that app into a mind melter. Because basically, we're already almost 5.5 minutes in. The reason social media sucks is because you are constantly being marketed to. And Instagram is the perfect example. You're constantly, every second you're on this app, you're being marketed to. Even if you're looking at a friend's photo, they're pinging your location and running through your follows and what you've liked and hashtags you look at, and they're coordinate ads to send your way in that very moment. It's crazy, and you'll get them. Even the account that I have is small. I think it's like 100 followers and 100 accounts I follow, something like that, somewhere in that ballpark. Super tiny little account. And still, it can't even be the people that I look at. And it's not even just stuff related to you. It's always ads. Ads. And I guess that's the weird thing for me, right? Because when I first got on social media, like Instagram, definitely don't use Snapchat anymore. But these things, and that's why I put the frame on it of like how old I was and when I first started using the app, because my friends and myself, our peers, we were the youth, It's like we were 17, 18, 19, 20 on this app, hitting each other up like, hey, what's good? And now I'm 30, and it's like everybody's on this app. All I get is ads from Gen X, boomer brain millennials, like, oh, hey, did you want to, and it's always bullshit. It's always some bullshit about some course to do this or do that. And even if you show interest in one thing, there was a guy I know from Springfield, Missouri. He's a former Marine. Well, a guy that I'm friends with is like in his mastermind group. So I know of him. And I was like, all right, I'll give this guy a follow. He's a former Marine, and now he does real estate. His tag, I'm not going to plug him shamelessly here at all. But the whole gist is he does the VA benefits to help you build a real estate portfolio. I'm like, all right, get this guy a follow. Whatever. Can't hurt nothing. Then all of a sudden, I just get bombarded with these other vets, these other dorks from all these different branches who are like, you got a VA loan, man. I'll show you how to make $180,000 a month or something. It's always just the most erroneous bullshit you've ever heard. That's the thing about all these people. All of the guys who have the course selling economy has destroyed what social media could have been. And then obviously censorship and giant disgusting powers. But that's here nor there in this current moment. In terms of the social spheres, very, very rarely is there actually somebody with a real product. I think they basically stole the personal trainer platform. The personal trainers, to a certain degree, are in a position to be selling digital information products. How to stop being fat, how to get jacked, so on and so forth. But this course selling nonsense madness, it's just gone too far. It's, oh, you want to know how I did this? And I'll tell you, dude, I'm here to tell you, brother. If these people were as rich as they say they are from doing what they say they do, they wouldn't be trying to sell you a course to teach you to do the same shit. Because they'd be too busy getting rich. I'm telling you. It's just not in the realm. They are making money selling you ideas and selling you dreams and selling you information. They are not actually as rich as they say they are. Because it's one thing when these, older millennials and these Gen X and even sometimes boomers are on there trying to sell shit. It's just, but I've even seen Gen Z do it. It's like, oh, you want to know how to make money? It's like, dude, you're 22. How do you know anything? But again, here nor there. Twitter, X, it's just this cesspool. People just arguing endlessly online. And then in terms of arguing, you can't even imagine how many bots there are. There's just warehouses full of phones connected to bots just arguing with people on the internet, man. It's unreal. Absolutely asinine and crazy. So that platform I was interested in because, Musk bought it and supposedly decensored it, but it's a cesspool, and all they're trying to do is steal your time, steal your thought space, and invade your mind and your creative potential with mind slop. That's really all it comes down to, and I get that everybody's on social media now, but I still think it's weird. I'm 30 and I feel like I'm too old to be on social media being like, hey, what's up, bro? So I think it's weird when I see people who are obviously older than me. They're like, hey, man, I want to drop you a follow and sell you my course on how to be a fucking douchebag like me. It's oh, man. It's honestly really, really crazy. But then again, I say crazy, I'm here in traffic talking to a phone. So I probably look fucking crazy. But the shoe fits, right? Either way, and you could even angle it like, well, this is hypocritical, man. This video's on YouTube. YouTube, you could push into the social media box, but I don't think it plain and simple is at all. Now, you can easily doom scroll YouTube, endlessly watch YouTube all day. I'm not innocent. But what I will say, if you are deliberate and intentional, you can use YouTube to level up in life. And that is why I go so hard and why I hate the course selling people with everything in my body. Because they are not selling you any information that you cannot find yourself if you just actually applied your focus. That's the reason the course selling people are winning so much, is because nobody has the ability to focus on what they're doing. So they're getting dangled some shiny object in front of their face, like, hey, this is the get rich quick. Just skip your own research. Just follow my plan. I'm already successful. I'm telling you, I have bought the courses, man. None of them know anything that you can't figure out for yourself. If you want to spend a week, is not that much time. Spend 1 week absolutely dedicated to researching whatever you're interested in, and you will have all the information, potentially and perhaps probably more than whatever some jackwagon is trying to sell you in his course. I swear to it. These people don't have secret ingredients, they don't have special recipes, they don't know anything awesome, because if they did, they'd be making a whole bunch of money doing it and they wouldn't be telling nobody about it. They sure as hell wouldn't be trying to sell you a course giving up their secrets. So that's just, social media is just you getting marketed to. And that's why I deleted all the apps. Again, I am here on YouTube, freaking love YouTube. I think you can learn a lot on YouTube. And there's a people with a lot of interesting perspectives. I'm not going to plug anybody's channel right now, but if you wanted to broaden your horizon, YouTube is a platform that can and will help you do that. But these other apps that are on your phone, yeah, it's just eat your attention, eat your mind, eat your brain, eat your potential, and give you nothing in return. Just take your money while they're at it, Just market endlessly to you. Because that's it, right? Even the people whose content you like. Oh, that's cool. It's, if you like this video, comment fat sack of nuts down below, and I'll send you a free guide on how to get big testicles like me, bro. It's like, shut up, dude. What? That's why I'm, reminiscing. I'm getting nostalgia for the OG Instagram. And it's like, oh man, look at this random picture that has no links to a sales funnel, or they're not trying to send you a free guide. Then you get pushed into the sales funnel. It was just a photo. It's like, whoa. Life was simpler not that long ago. It's weird, man. Social media is weird. Social media is really lame, really gay, because all it is a bunch of old people marketing to you. End of story. They have no product. They have no service. They're just trying to sell you this idea that they know something you don't. But if you actually wanted to apply yourself on YouTube, apply yourself on the internet, dude, they got AI chatbots that'll do the freaking research for you now. That's probably where most of these people's AI chatbots probably built these people's courses. They probably did the research, probably built their course. You know, they're robbing you, dog. They're robbing you, all these people. It's just hog water bullshit. Okay? So, that's that. Maybe I took too long to get to the point. Maybe I drew this out. I don't really care. All I have to say is that social media is ass. And it shouldn't be. It could be awesome. We should be communicating with each other in constructive ways, changing ideas. But again, you know, you can hide behind the screen and just get hateful immediately. So people are really lame and gay like that. But I'm disgusted and tired of being marketed to every single hour of the day. So it's like, if you're looking at it, you're getting marketed to. I'm done with that. If you want to sell me something, you're going to have to sell me something in real life. Okay? All right. Off to the training session. Better hit the mats. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. Peace.